Other concerns that we have with our pets as the seasons begin to change are people that as hunting season begins and our pets either running out in the woods and potentially being seen as a source of something that could be hunted upon. You know, a chocolate lab may look like a deer running through the woods, and so it may be easy targets for our pets, may be misinterpreted as something that hunters may accidentally shoot, so making sure that we're keeping extra tabs and extra close watch on our pets if they're off leash running through the woods or the brush this time of year. The other concern being if we take our pets hunting with us, making sure that they're current on all their vaccines and have adequate protection for fleas and ticks, because we're still going to be seeing those parasites in that disease exposure until the ground is really frozen and until we really get into the depth of winter. Ticks can actually survive much lower temperatures than people would expect, and so we want to make sure that we keep our pets on that flea and tick protection year round, especially if they're going to be outdoors with us. Not just going hunting, but also going on walks. Again, those parasites continue to be an issue until the ground has been frozen for a significant period of time. And we can also carry those parasites in on our clothing. If we go to someone else's house or if we're traveling with our pets over the winter, those parasites may continue to be an issue for them. So it's really important to keep your pet on flea and tick protection, on heartworm protection year round. The other concern that we're going to have as the temperatures begin to get colder is making sure that our pets are adequately protected from the elements. And so as those temperatures drop, making sure that if we're taking them on walks that their feet are protected, either having little booties on them or making sure that we clean their feet, because the salts that are sprayed on our roads around here as the roads begin to ice over, that the pets can lick those off and get sick from them, and it can also be a source of a topical irritant for them and really begin to bother and burn their little paws. Making sure that if you are putting salt on your own driveway, that you're using a pet safe product that's safe for them to come in contact with and to potentially ingest, and also making sure that their feet and their bodies are adequately protected from the elements. So in a thicker haired dog, you may not have to worry about keeping them warm, but you're still going to have to worry about those pads being exposed. So having little booties on them, making sure that we limit the amount of time that they spend outdoors as the temperature really begins to drop into kind of the Arctic temperatures that we may begin to experience in the depth of winter. If you have a smaller dog or cat or a pet with a thinner coat, making sure that they're covered, making sure that you keep them warm. So having them wear a sweater, or again, limiting that exposure, so not leaving them out for very long, certainly not leaving them out unsupervised, and making, at some points the temperatures may drop so much that it may just be a quick in and out to go to the bathroom. And if we're not able to let them out as much, making sure that emotionally, physically, that we're providing adequate stimulation and exercise for them in an indoor or more temperature controlled environment as well. If you have pets that are left outdoors, some pets, some breeds of dogs are more adequately built for handling those colder temperatures, like huskies and Akitas, making sure that you provide adequate shelter for your pets. So if it's a dog, making sure that their enclosures covered and protected from the elements. Some people want to provide shelter for either their outdoor cats or provide shelter for stray animals in the area, and so making sure that, again, that those are covered out of the wind, limiting exposure to the elements for those pets as well. Making sure that they're clean and dry, making sure that the bedding is changed regularly, so not just leaving it in there for a couple of days at a time, but also changing whatever bedding you use, straw, blankets, making sure that that's changed on a regular basis as well to protect the pet.